Hey everyone, so we just wanted to take a moment and kind of give you an update about the podcast. So, unfortunately, due to circumstances in our life that were beyond our control, we'll put it like that, we have not had the capacity to film more episodes than we were hoping to. When we sought out to do this podcast, our intentions was to capture a moment in time where we would be able to express the things that have been really meaningful and important for us in our walk with Jesus at this particular moment in our life. So we never sought out to do an ongoing season, but we wanted to do maybe 8 episodes. But like I said, due to circumstances, we won't be able to fulfill that. But thankfully, we have been able to sit down and have the conversations that we were able to have in the last 4 episodes.
So with that being said, thank you so much for coming alongside us. We've talked a lot about the importance of coming alongside people. And you've been a part of coming alongside us. And this is, part of our journey is, the collection of people in our lives. And we haven't come up with the things that we've come up with just on our own. It's the wisdom, the strength, the vulnerability of others that have allowed us to talk about our vulnerability. And we are just so grateful to have had this opportunity. Even though it didn't look like the way that we, initially intended to, it has cultivated beauty in its own way. And I think that's life sometimes. Last episode we talked about moments over monuments. And I think in the collection of that, it's, being open to other outcomes. And we have been surprised, encouraged, uplifted, and reunited in relationships because of these conversations. And so I think maybe a little bit of encouragement to you is don't be afraid to share your story with other people, because you never know where they are in their walk and in their journey with life circumstances. And for you, being open enough to say where you're at actually opens spaces for others to share where they're at. And we've seen, I would say, a lot of healing in that. And I would call them freedom conversations that enlightens, inspires, and captivates liberty. Because we have a culture filled with disappointment and filled with discouragement and filled with negativity and pointing fingers at others. And isn't it amazing when you can have cultivating conversations that you walk away encouraged, you walk away strengthened, you walk away inspired. And I think that's initially where we were coming from in these conversations, because we've had those similar experiences, the aha moments, the still small moments. And so thank you for being a part of just this snippet of our life. And we don't know what lies ahead, but we trust that whatever will come with, if we continue to journey with another podcast series, then wonderful. But if not, it has been a privilege to do this and to do this with you, my best friend.
I want to say 2 things. First, I appreciate what you just said. But second, I guess 3 things then. Classic pastors. So the first thing I would say is one of the things I thought about after that last chat we had about moments over monuments was measuring your life through moments as opposed to monuments, and being able to reflect on the seasons that you're in through the lens of what were the moments that I got to share with God, with myself, with others, with the earth even, and how has that been part of the cultivation of beauty and love and goodness and mercy that follows us as followers of Jesus. And so using that lens to discern how a season is going was something that I wanted to say. The other thing I wanted to say is just that, like Kara said, we're just so thankful to have had this opportunity to sit down and have these conversations. And we hope that something in it has been encouraging for you, that it hasn't just been this heavy thing, but it's actually been uplifting. And yeah, it's been a real privilege. And if you are wanting to stay in touch with us, if you're watching, because there's different ways that you could be hearing this. So if you're on the podcast platform, the easiest way to stay up to date with us would be just to follow us on Instagram at this page. But honestly, we're probably going to be, because of the circumstances, we're probably going to be off that for a bit. But regardless, if you want to stay up to date, that would be the best way to know what's next. Because like Kara said, there will be a next. We're just not sure due to these circumstances what that will look like. But we are going to take the time that we need to be able to attend to the things that we are prioritizing, I guess you could say, in our life, the people that we're prioritizing in our life. So yeah, thank you for following along with us. We hope it's been encouraging. And if we don't see you, have a wonderful Christmas season and a wonderful winter. And yeah, peace until next time. Thank you.